Well, here we are. It's been a long time coming, but I can finally show myself on stream, and I think that's pretty cool. How y'all doing? I know we're streaming at a pretty early time, but you guys voted for this, so I rose to the challenge. And I got up at a decent hour. I actually got up like 2 hours earlier than I thought I set my alarm for. But here we are. I am a little nervous, but honestly, it's just another stream, right? So, how should I go about this? Should I just, like, pop over to it like it was nothing, or should I do something special? Oh, wait, I got an idea, I'll do a fade. I've never used a scene transition before. There we go. That's more professional. Hi, guys! How does it feel to actually see me now? I don't know why I'm feeling so like special about this. This isn't nothing new. I've been streaming for like 2 years. But you get to see me. How's it going? How's everybody doing? Hold on. I got music. Let me get Funk Face out of here. There we go. We got some background music now. Is that a little loud? How's that on volume? I didn't do any tests there. Sounds good? Okay. I just want to make sure it's not overpowering me or anything. But yeah, hi. I guess I should properly introduce myself. Third generation warrior roaming the net, hunter class, codename Orion, at your service. I like hunting demons, hanging out with friends, playing video games, and all stuff in between. But you guys already know that. This just feels so weird because, you know, it's been so long, and this has been such a journey to get to this point. But I'm glad to actually be here now. I hope like my mouse. I've been so subconscious about this. Like, if you didn't know this, I've actually been streaming with VTS open for the like past, like, I don't know how long, just testing to make sure I know how this thing works. So if you see my eyes flutzing around, that's just because I'm looking around in places, because I got the like, I'm looking down right here, you guys are right there, and then this is my center monitor. So if you see my eyes going around all the place, that's the reasoning why. But yeah, we're kicking this off with an Extremaganza, and I gotta do the typical VTuber stuff of just like introducing myself. So let me just pop over to the material I was forced to make. So 1 second. Pop myself down here. Get this. And boom. All right. So here we are. Is volume still good? I don't want to be overpowered by this song, even though it's a banger. All right. So let's get this started. So, Pleiades and You, a comprehensive guide to Demon Enthralled Space, presented by yours truly. They wanted me to make this so that you guys would know the general gist. We're not going to go into too much detail because there's a lot of stuff here, but we can grow into it. So let's get going. So first off, a little disclaimer. Everything you're about to see right now has been top secret for God knows how long. So you're free to go away from this presentation believing what you want to believe, but we are presenting the truth here, and that's all that matters, really. So let's get to the nitty-gritty that probably everybody's been asking. What is Pleiades? So Pleiades was established in 20XX. We are the persons leading extensive investigation across demon-enthralled space, which is basically an organization fully centered on exploring the digital world that is demon-enthralled space. We'll get to that next slide. That is for the future and benefit of humanity. I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions already. But basically, under the guidance of the Zodiac Council, Pleiades strives to fully understand demon-enthralled space and improve current digital infrastructure using warriors roaming the network, which include me, of course. So that's important. One thing I never, got used to is how my eyes move. Like, is that really how eyes work? It seems so natural. Anyways, we're currently 38 members strong. Everybody has their own key role and does their own thing. So we're just one big happy family. Most of the time, at least. Okay, so now for the big one. What is demon-enthralled space? So, it is a metaphysical space hidden behind current network infrastructure in which demons reside. That's the easy explanation of it. I want to make it clear that it's a lot more complicated than you think it would be. If you want to have, like, a hip and cool way to put it exactly, think of it like the back rooms of the internet. That's it in layman's terms. But it's a lot more, in-depth than just that. And I hope I can explain that sometime in the future, but we're just going off of easy stuff now. They didn't want me to overload you guys. Okay, so you can only access DES through Pleiades governed systems using a Warren avatar, like myself. It is presumed to be infinite since the net is forever expanding, but we're hoping to find the source of it and just exactly why it is, just the way that it is. Thank you for your service. I appreciate it. So, aside from, the typical, elephant in the room of demons, there's also this phenomena known as blockchain diamonds that exist within DES, and we're currently researching them if they can become a true cryptocurrency that could be used by the entire world. And a lot more on that stuff in the future, but they're really cool, and, who doesn't love a good shiny gemstone to pick up, right? Though, I felt I needed to add this. So, just read that yourself while I take a drink real quick. I'm a crypto bro now. What? This is the only crypto I deal with. Anyways, yeah, blockchain diamonds, or as some people call them, BDs. I'm one of those. They exist in DES, and we're trying to research exactly how they manifest. We have some ideas, but currently we're just gathering them because, ooh, shiny gem. That's all it is, right? That's all you need, right? We're very simple human beings. We like shiny rocks. And that's pretty much what the emphasis of blockchain diamond is. And basically, along with just blockchain diamonds, we're looking to see how we can use DES to better suit the growing world that is around us, as well as quelling the demonic hordes from accessing reality, which is where I get my hunter name from. So, we'll want to get to that. What exactly are demons? So, I do hunt these guys, so I better explain them well. They're hostile creatures which inhabit DES. They come in many shapes and sizes, though they have a few common characteristics? So, 1, they possess a violent, animalistic nature, which you could probably guess given the name demon. They do not produce excreta, which might be a little funny, but we've seen these guys eat a lot, and we have no idea where they're putting it. And that's just something that's all the more interesting about them. You know, also besides them being abominations and stuff like that. And another thing, they do not leave behind a corpse when slain in heavily developed areas. So, to explain this, imagine you're, like, moving out from, like, your home. If you're, like, 10 miles away and you kill a demon, it's probably going to explode into a bunch of, like, 1s and 0s. But the further you get away, the more that it'll actually leave a corpse. I know this is hard to wrap your head around, because where does something like that go? But trust me, that's how it works. We don't know either. But yeah. They possess the ability to break out of DES, which could cause physical damage to current infrastructure if not contained. This has happened on one situation, and is actually how our journey began into DES, but that's a story for another time. But yeah, we need to quell these demons because they're getting in the way of our research, and due to that certain incident, we don't want that happening again, because mass hysteria would not be the way to break this news to the world, which, you know, is kind of the whole thing about me being here. So, we use warriors roaming the nets, primarily hunters, like myself, to do the dirty deed of taking them down. And I actually have some pictures of 3 specific demons that are pretty easy to wrap your head around, at least for the most part. But, when Taurus sent me the files to use, the files got corrupted, so I had to improvise. So, I'm sorry if these aren't the best pictures, or what you expected to see. Okay, so let me just go from left to right here. Okay, so first we got Bug. Bug is very territorial. He usually comes in numbers. I say he like he's like this. They usually come in numbers, and their wings are just for show. They like to like frill their wings up like they're a frilled lizard or something, or Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park. It doesn't really work. They're pretty pushover-y. Oh, and if you also want a funny story, when I was putting these pictures into PowerPoint, I almost said Photoshop. For some reason, it decided that Bug was a picture of a horse. Does this look like a horse to you? The most dysfunctional horse I've seen. Just some like auto thing that photo. I keep saying Photoshop. Why do I keep mixing up my word? PowerPoint does, because everybody's using, you know, like AI stuff, right? It's insane. Horse demon. A messed up evil horse. At least that's how non-artists draw a horse. But yeah, he's pretty nasty. He's got, let me bring up the laser pointer again. He's got like these really bad teeth, these front limbs, they're very spiky. They're very spiky, and this hind leg is actually very powerful. But overall, the body is very weak, and the compact eyes are very, very fragile. Alright, then next, in the top left, we got Peep. I think I've actually brought up all of these guys in streams at one point, but now you guys know exactly, what I've been talking about. So Peep, he attacks usually when provoked. He's more passive than these other two. If you can believe me, this armor he's got is actually just, like, it's really just a suit of armor. Underneath that, he's fully flesh. And that's kind of fucked up, to put it in easy words. We have no idea how it got like that, because we haven't found any metal in DES yet. So we're wondering how this guy got like that. And yeah, he's always watching. He keeps a very close eye on you, and that's how he got his nickname of just that he's always peeping at your business. And also, I'm using the laser pointer more than I thought I would be. To speak of it, this little thing right here, this thing goes in and out of it, and usually it pops up and will give you a little sting. It shoots lasers. Not really harmful ones, they're more like pinches, but still, you wouldn't want to die death of 1,000 paper cuts, right? Anyways, for the big boy over here, this is Crook. He is definitely the biggest of the ones we got here. He stands usually at least 8 feet tall. Very aggressive. He's got the same mystery metal hooks in his hands. Do we even call them hands? They're more like stubs. But yeah, he likes to hook stuff. And he does so with those arms that can retract very quickly. Like, blink and you'll miss it. But he just loves to tear stuff up, and he is... You know you're going to a good fight when there's Crook. I would kill them just for being grossly tall. Well, this guy is the most violent out of this group. Like, if you lock eyes with Crook, he's going to get really angry. And that's kind of hard to do considering he doesn't really have eyes. But yeah, these are the guys that I'm fighting on a daily basis. They're very fun to fight. They weren't so fun when I was starting out, but I got the hang of it. So yeah, I hope that I can actually get some good images of them in the future, and I don't have to resort to doing the images myself, because we know I'm not an artist. Anyways, now for the big one, the other big one. What are warrants? So, warriors roaming the network are virtual avatars created to traverse demon-enthralled space. Each one was designed by a specific member of the Zodiac Council and are configured to a miniature computer which is surgically implanted in the host's brain. Easy work? BID is here. DAs are here. Well, yeah, of course. So anyways, basically, I got this computer lodged in my frontal lobe that is doing all the work and presenting myself to you guys. That is basically the easy terms of it. I'm not going to go over the surgical procedure because that is terrifying for me to think of that I actually went through that. But I somehow got out with minimal scars and all that stuff. Shoutouts to our doctor. He's incredible. albeit a little crazy. So, the avatar is accessed through a USB connection, leaving the host's non-dominant wrist, which nobody has actually brought this up, but you can actually see in one shot of the Cooking Mama Cookstar controversy video I did. I didn't even realize it when I was editing. It's like, I can't do that shot again, so why not keep it in? I usually trying to hide the USB because it freaks people out a lot, as you would expect. And yeah, it makes going through a metal detector really hard for us. So a little bit of added trivia. Codename Capricornus, he was the first Warren. And then following him was Codename Taurus and Codename Virgo. And those three together, they were the first members of the Zodiac Council. And then from that point on, we reached out to more people and just, you know, expanded the family. I'm not going too fast here, am I? Anybody got any questions right now? I don't want to, I know this is a lot to comprehend. It's like a whole new world for you. I'll take a drink for a second. Nothing so far? Alright, that's good. Better than nothing, I suppose. You didn't notice that? Yeah, it's kind of like in a small spot. I didn't want to draw too much attention to it. I specifically in I Spy I made sure that my wire was in more because I didn't want people asking questions. There was like that shot where I was getting the books. I made sure it was hidden there. Okay. But anyways, that's the general consensus of what a Wern is, but we have to go into the details of how they're designed. Okay. I just burped there, sorry. Anyways, how are Werns designed? Werns are built on 5 key statistics. You got vitality, strength, endurance, agility, and attunement. Not gonna go over the details here. I'll probably it'd be good to, you can probably guess what each of these does. Attunement's the black sheep here. Basically, in order for a Wern to exist in DES, it has to have a certain level of attunement with the world, and really you only need one attunement in order to like exist. But if you keep pushing that attunement some more, you can kind of manipulate DES in a way that lets you do some cool shit. To put it, once again, in layman's terms. And we give that cool shit the very tongue-in-cheek name of Cybarts, because we are harnessing the power of the cyber world and making it physical. And there's so many things you can do with it, and I do stuff with it too, of course. But just to put it easy, kind of think of it like magic. That's the best way to put it. So, with those 5 stats in mind, there are 3 primary classes of Wern, as you might have guessed from myself. You have researchers, which specialize in analysis and development within cyberspace, and they mainly utilize the Analyze Cybart, which allows them to look with like a third eye at DES. And the higher your attunement goes, the more detailed information you're able to get out of just using Analyze. Then you also have Miner class, which specialize in collecting blockchain diamonds. A big shocker there, right? They're distinguished by the utilization of the Diamond Cache Cybart, which is sort of the same as Analyze, except it allows the word in question to basically, like, shrink down the blockchain diamonds they collect and store them away in a pocket dimension, per se. It makes gathering them a lot easier than me, because I gotta carry them. I don't have Diamond Cache. If I'm gathering diamonds, I am picking them up and carrying them back home. In comparison, one of my dear friends, which we'll see in just a moment here, because I got more pictures coming up. I'm sure you're all ecstatic for that. They can just mine away a diamond and it goes away, and then they can dump out like a Scrooge McDuck-sized pile of diamonds just right in front of you if they so wished. And of course, hunters specialize in the extermination of demonic threats. Need I say more? But yeah, hunters use a bunch of stuff. They're really designed for whatever situation they want. We'll get more into like the specifics of myself come the future, but basically, we're kind of grab bags. We can do whatever we want, but we don't really utilize Analyze or Diamond Cache, because that would make us researchers or miners. Can you read? It's exterminations of demons. D-A-E-M-O-N-S. There's a big difference. That's the one thing everyone's like, oh, you spelled demon wrong. It's like, no, that's how I spell it. That's what I'm used to. Yeah. Somebody wasn't here for the earlier part of the PowerPoint. Everybody shunned them. I'm joking, of course. Okay. But anyways, you probably want to see some other Werns besides myself. And luckily, I have some pictures, which also got corrupted. So I really hope they don't mind how I portrayed them. So, we're gonna start with the head honchos right now. This here is my interpretation of Codename Virgo and Codename Taurus. I am probably going to get an earful from him after this. To describe, Virgo, since she's on the left, she is your textbook femme fatale. Kind of our resident Bayonetta. She has wings, so she can fly, and they're actually attached to her dress because we can't really attach anything physically to our bodies when we're dealing with DES. So any like modifications that we have to do, they come off of our outfits. And we're able to work around that and give ourselves cool abilities like that just because of that. And, it's a little hard to see here. I had trouble drawing this. But, this is supposed to be one of her, like, staple grain kunai. To like, describe that, she uses, earth magic, or, earth force, the earth force Cybart. And what she likes to do is she likes to imbue these, like, throwing knives that she modeled to be, like, three-pointed, like, pieces of grain, and just throw them at demons, and then they burst into, like, trees and shit. It's so cool to see. and she's really skilled with it. She also does a lot of healing because she was the healer of the original 3. So that's something to take into note. But yeah, she's awesome. She's really cool, and you guys have already like heard her voice from the announcement and stuff. So yeah, she's kick-ass. And now moving on to the jackass. That is a joke. That is a joke. I shouldn't say that about the person who made me. Taurus. He's the big guy. He's the head of the Zodiac Council. He's got a really bad temper and constantly nags to me a lot because I do my job my way. But he's kind of lightened up on that a bit over the years. But he's got electricity up his sleeve and a really big axe. I tried to make the axe as big as possible here, and I think I succeeded. It's been forever since I drew like this. It was like hard drawing this. Like, you don't realize how much you've like given away how hard it is to draw on paper when you've been using Photoshop for so long. Said Jackass and immediately remembered their place. Yeah, that's about accurate. Oh, music. Gonna loop. There we go. I couldn't find a longer than 30 minutes loop of the Metopia catalog theme, so that's what we're dealing with. But basically, something you might notice here is that Virgo and Taurus, they don't have classes. The original set of the Zodiac Council, they didn't really design to be part of a class, per se. So they kind of just do what they want, but you could generally say that they possess the characteristics of hunters. But overall, they're just whatever they want. They work around their limitations in their own special ways, and that's what's so cool about them. All right, and then some more people who I can talk shit about. My best friends. I hope they're okay with these drawings. I know Minor will be happy with hers. So, on the left here we got Codename Ursa Minor. She's a 3rd generation. Both of these guys are, just like myself. But she is a minor class. She's an absolute gremlin. And I love her for that. We love her for that. She really likes to hang around with Cygnus and I, and she is just a bundle of joy. She doesn't talk much, but she makes up for that in actions. And she's quite small, so she loves being thrown, which is also good for her because it lets her get into higher spaces for mining. I know that sounds weird, but that's just the relationship we have. We each take turns throwing her. When need to, of course. And then, over here, we got the lovable goose, codename Cygnus. He's a 3rd generation researcher. He's got insane defensive capabilities, and it was hard to draw this, but his wings like actually they retract so that he's able to just like work around with his arms. So like these are like each of the partitions I tried to make, crudely of course, but they pop up here and they just go right onto his arm, so he's able to have free motion. But when he breaks these out, he means business, because he doesn't really fight, but he is like the immovable object. If I'm the you know, unstoppable force. And basically, in that right, he is my wingman. And that's you might look at me. You might look at me for making that joke. Nuh-uh. He's the one. He's the one who said it first. And he regrets saying it to me because I keep reminding him that he said it. But yeah, these two are amazing. They're usually the ones I am going out on my hunts with. I owe a lot to them. They've taught me a lot about the world, and I've taught them a lot about the world. And I just, like, I was happy that they wanted me to include them in this presentation, because I don't feel like I would be the man that I was without these guys, or the Warren that I was. So, I'm hoping you guys will get to see more of them in the future, because I love them so much. But, you might notice that we haven't really covered the Hunter yet. And that's because we gotta do the typical stuff for me. So yeah, here I am. You drink it in. Drink it in, I am here. And here's just a little bit about myself, which you guys probably know a bit about me. So handsome. Why, thank you. So yeah, my favorite color, orange. Favorite food, steak nachos. It's a bit of an oddball. I originally wrote pepperoni pizza, but I didn't want to be a basic bitch, so I went with my other thing. That's the thing about favorite food. Do you guys have, like, it fluctuates, doesn't it? Like, you never have a true favorite food. It's whatever is in the moment. I feel like that's a real, first world problem, per se. Anyways, my likes, spoke them out a little bit before. I like video games, hunting demons, cooking, hanging out with friends, and diet soda. I actually had one before stream to get me pepped up. I hate coffee. Yeah, favorite food changes easily. Yeah, exactly. I just put steak nachos because it's a bit more basic than pizza. It's not like color. Yeah, exactly. Alright, anyways, dislikes. I really don't like onions. Except when they're crispy onions. This is lore. This is part of me. I hate onions. Except for crispy onions. So, don't come to me with any onions. I'm also not a fan of surprises, letting down others, and being misunderstood. I think those are kind of universal things, but it's kind of humanizing when you're talking to somebody who is a virtual being to kind of just like, oh, I'm not that different from you. I'm not really, I just have, like, surgery and stuff. Alright. Next, we got some of my interests, which, once again, you all should be pretty aware of these if you watch my streams. Games. I like Super Mario, The Legend of Zelda, Kirby, Mega Man, big shocker there, I know. Shin Megami Tensei, Like a Dragon, and Warframe. I'm really surprised that I was like, you know what other games do I like right now? I'm like, you know, I think Warframe is going on the list. But anyways, general in, like, genres, I like, shooters, roguelikes, and RPGs the most. Those are definitely, like, my big three. Where am I on this list? I'm a game and I girl. Well, they call it Game Boy, why don't they call it Game Boy Girl? I really just made a Fine Brothers reference in my debut, wow. Okay. Music. This is pretty various, because I listen to a lot of stuff. This is another thing that was hard to pinpoint, like your favorite food. But, I like alt-rock, lo-fi, and game OSTs mainly. I listen to a lot of stuff. So generally just like whatever. If you want like some of my favorite bands, The Heavy, Panic at the Disco. I'm just like going off the top of my head here. Gorillaz is pretty good, even though I haven't listened to a lot of their work. And of course, Frank Sinatra. I love Frank Sinatra. Might be like some of my like old school taste coming in there, but that's about it. And then I was skeptical to put in the anime slot because I don't really watch a lot of anime, but everybody does it, so I just thought I'd put it here. So yeah, I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You can probably guess that from a lot of the material on the channel. One Punch Man's pretty epic. Big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Ghost in the Shell. So next we got our typical VTuber things. Take these how you will. Our official art tag is PleArtDs, and I want to also state again that PleArtDs doesn't just apply to myself. You can use it if you want to draw any member of Pleiades, or even the demons if you want. The demons won't be able to appreciate the art, but I'm sure that they'll that if we like threw it at them in a paper airplane, they maybe would like take a second before mauling it. So feel free to, if you want to do art of me, Ursa Minor, Cygnus, Virgo, Taurus, the demons, put it under PleArtDs. It's a catch-all. Also, fan name. Technically, they said that technically everybody is an investor, and I would say that it's more than just that, because you're investing your time in myself and the cause. That you would definitely say you are investing your time. But we know how stream goes. We know how stream goes. I'm going to call you guys chat. Like, can we not beat around the bush? That's how this works. And anyways, my icon, or Oshi mark, whatever you want to call it, twinkling star. It's whatever. It's there as out of obligation. Don't think too hard about it. I just was like, oh, everybody has an emoji. I might as well have one too. That sort of thing. I am not Chad. Well, chat is the collective. But anyways, something a little bit more interesting is that they wanted me to share like my design blueprint with you guys. And I was a little hesitant to put that in because it's got a lot of information on it. But you guys can read into it all you want and use it for your own material. So, here it is. Wow. Why do I feel so embarrassed about this? It feels like I'm showing you baby pictures. Ah, yes, this is me. This is how I was designed. As you can see, I've got a lot going on, and you'll see more of this in motion once we're done with the presentation. Oh yeah, don't worry, it's gonna go live. It'll go live. It'll be on, I'll post it on Twitter. But just, yeah. A lot of information here that probably you can make a lot out of, but at the same time, there's more to love, I guess. It gives you more of an insight to how we're created. And you also get to see my my accessories, my great shield, and the blunderbuss I keep bringing up all the time. They are cybarts, so they're not physically a part of me. I can just call them in whenever I want. But they're pretty cool. I'm a fan of them. And yeah, there's my little stats, which you might recognize for any of you subs out there. And yeah, I feel like they did that Taurus did a really good job with me. I'm happy with who I am, and I couldn't be more like content with who I am. But you guys can keep a secret, right? I mean, I'm assuming you can keep a secret. You agreed to the top secret information thing, right? You can keep a secret? We in agreement here? Let me tell you the truth. No, sorry, I'm gonna break my indie. Wonderful. I love sarcasm. These people, these are the ones that actually make this thing happen. And I thank each and every one of you for what you've done for me. So to go through in order, Slowy, thank you so much. You were the first person I reached out to with this concept, and you just made it come to life. And then it was Zealous and Pixel Pumi for bringing this all together, and I am so grateful for that. And also, anybody here, I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. We don't talk all that often, but we've certainly been through together. Debut video was put together by the amazing K. And the late Tiger, thank you for voicing Codename Virgo. I hope you'll want to work with me in the future for things, because you really brought her to life. And I am so grateful that you wanted to work with me. Or that you worked with me. Makes it sound like you came to me. No. I'm nobody. And yeah, for our for the channel assets, you can thank Ski for the amazing sub badges, Zell again for our emotes and panel artwork. Undi, my sweet Undi, made the amazing Codename Orion logo. And you can thank Cow. I've never asked how to pronounce your name. They're the ones behind making the Pleiades logo, and they did such a good job with it. And then the room design, which I have used in some promotional material and stuff, that was made by Omorphia. You can find all these guys on Twitter. You should go follow them. They're amazing. And yeah, thank you guys so much. And I'm so happy to be here presenting your work as it should be shown. Okay, secret area, secret time is over. We can now pop over to another thing that I thought I should specify, because we're talking about all things me. So, relevant links. Obviously, for the people watching this live, you know that I'm on Twitch. But you might also know about the YouTube channel. We got Codename Orion for my main stuff, which has my edited highlights, video essays and ramblings, memes, and all that good stuff. And of course, Archive Orion is the VOD channel where you can catch up on all my streams and things like that. Easy stuff to remember. I try to keep a very good naming scheme as it were. You can also follow me on Twitter, where I post dumb shit and usually where schedules go live first. But I also post them on YouTube, and it's available on Twitter. I just said that. I am usually up on them when it comes to Twitch, but sometimes I just forget, and I kind of kick myself when that happens. And then I don't plug this a whole lot, but yes, I do have a Patreon. You can support me there if you don't want to support me on Twitch. Literally as low as $1 a month gets you all the same perks as as a normal sub would, like access to our Discord server at the moment. We might open it up in the future. I don't know. I'm just... that's just a big... I say that with a big asterisk. But yeah, you can check there if you want to support, or even support like in the higher tiers and get your name at the end of videos and such. But yeah, that's generally all the material that I had and was like obligated to include. Do we have any questions? Let me take another drink and let you guys flow in questions. I actually forgot to make sure my flask was full before stream started. Bit of an embarrassing moment there. Every streamer's gotta have water. None for me at the moment? Okay. Well, of course, like, you can ask them at me if you want. I might open like a marshmallow or tell me or something to answer like the pressing ones, or make that into a stream, because I'm sure this was a lot of information to process, and that and I'm sure a lot of you are quite confused or want to know more about Pleiades and stuff. That could be fun. Yeah, maybe. I'll think about it. But anyways, just a moment. We're gonna let me adjust my camera real quick. Yeah, don't overwork myself. Exactly. This whole thing, getting it together, has been insane, and I'm so happy that I'm finally showing it off to everybody. But hold up, let me move this here. There we go. Okay. So let's get to the fun part. Checking out the fit. So first off, we got the Orion kicks. Heavy duty combat boots. Black leather. I like how they look. I think they have a nice sheen to them. They're usually a bit messy after going out a bit, but that's neither here nor there. Then we got my cargo pants. Very, very comfortable for what they are. We got myself here. Let me move up a little bit more. I don't want to do the belt just yet. Just drinking my club for a bit. And I don't know if you noticed the magnets. This is kind of an important detail I had, was it took a while to get used to, but my club actually has magnets on it that make it easy for me to like tear out of this frog and like put it away when I want to use my blunderbuss or great shield. That was a really fun detail that I about myself that I got to learn firsthand. And then let's move up here. Don't want to see too much of that. We got the belt, as you would expect. You guys know I love this thing. It's very comfy. And I also got my my flask here on the back. Let me that's what I'm drinking out of every time I take a drink. My Chug Jug. It does kind of look like Chug Jug, doesn't it? I don't play Fortnite. I'm just saying. It does really look like Chug Jug, doesn't it? But yeah, it's got its uses, both the belt and the flask. And let's move on up here. Got a bit more of the jacket, and you can see the chainmail working. This stuff is breathable. This stuff's durable, and it's comfy. Basically everything you could ever want. And I think I work it pretty well. What do you guys think? And creeping up to me. You got my bangs. You got the gator. Typical stuff, typical stuff. This is like all the stuff you've seen in my, like, my original profile pic, so nothing too shocking here. And then here I am. Nothing else to say there. Just like, hi. It's me. This is the guy that has been streaming all those games to you. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird how things go? I guess I can also show off, some of this other stuff. First off, I can do this. A little more spacious. I know that was like the fastest you've ever seen anybody take off a jacket, but it's off. I can't take off anything else though. That would be TOS. But I'm usually playing with this thing on. I like how it feels. Very comfy. It also keeps me warm, because the place that I'm hooked up right now is, threw off the jacket like Yakuza. Alright. Kuze! Ugh! You have to generally, like, I guess that's true. That was also, like, a terrible Kiryu impression. But yeah, I could take it off the jacket sometime. Maybe it'll get in the way or something, but I have it off. I have it off as an option. I also got a couple of these things. Man, that's hot. Actually, that would make me feel like this. You think that's hot? That's hot. Whatever floats your boat, man. Oh, I also got, you think that's hot? Is that all I am to you? I put my heart and soul into this, and you just think I'm a sex object? Who the hell cares? Oh, he's angry. Yeah. I can also do this. Wait. You think I'm hot? I don't know how to feel about this information. Shocked. And then, of course... Aw. You think I'm hot? I've never heard those words in my life. But yeah, you'll see a little bit of that as, you'll see a little bit of those, possibly in the future. Oh, I also guess I should show you, it's a little hard to see here, but... Oh, wait. I forgot something real quick. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Let me just, let's put this here. Sorry, I completely forgot about this. Bam. It's a little hard to see, but yeah, I can pull out the hidden blade. You can kind of see it a bit more if I shake a little bit. It's called a hidden blade for a reason. Hey guys, what movie is this? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? But yeah, that pretty much sums up, like, just me. That's just how I am. And I'm glad you guys like me too. Because I, of course, do. So, how do I end this? We're gonna go into playing Wand of Gamelon here, but how exactly do I transition? I mean, it's gonna be weird for me to like not say my catchphrase at the end of like the debut. So like, as always, keep it real. And then we'll just move over to the we'll just move over to the game. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And as always, keep it real. That was totally organic.